recent study found that more than 55 million Americans will use a sharing economy service at least once this year. The most popular services in this country are, of course, the ride-hailing app Uber and home rental booker Airbnb. Nowhere in the world is the sharing economy more popular than in China. Last year, 600 million Chinese people used a sharing service. Tracy in Beijing shows us how the sharing economy has taken off in China, but has left some asking if it's too much of a good thing.
Bikes are now big business in China. The country's two largest bike share companies, Ofo and Mobike, complete a combined 50 million rides every day. Investors recently poured more than $1 billion into the companies, which explains the sea of bikes on the street and the massive piles of pedals growing in China's major cities. The sharing economy brings convenience, this woman said, but this is too much. Like a friend who doesn't quite know when to stop, China might be oversharing. You can share a basketball for 15 cents an hour. Need to charge your phone? There's a power bank share for that. And then came the shared beds, which many called napping pods to make it sound slightly less gross. Shortly after they opened, they were shut down for not meeting fire code. But the moment the sharing economy seemingly jumped the shark here in China is when an entrepreneur opened his umbrella on a dark day and had what he thought was a bright idea. The umbrella share launched in Shanghai turned out to be all wet. 300,000 umbrellas went missing, probably because people just decided to keep them. We might look at some of these ideas in the U.S. and say that sounds kind of silly. Are they perceived differently here?
I think what is different here is there is just a lot of adoption of new things. People try things all the time. There's almost this idea of what's new and what's cool, and people do jump into them.
And in a country of more than 1 billion people, it's a lot of jumping. China's sharing economy jumped more than 75% in size last year. It's expected to grow another 40% this year to more than $700 billion and could account for 20% of China's GDP by 2025. The most successful example is China's version of Uber, called Didi. It is now the largest ride-sharing company in China. In just 1 year, it completed 1.4 billion rides. It took Uber 6 years to reach the 1 billion mark.
We don't know where this is going, but we know we're at the beginning of something huge.
One issue here seems to be things that are labeled as part of the sharing economy that really aren't. The latest would be shared refrigerators. You use your phone, you scan a little code on it, you open it up, and you decide what you want to eat. Well, in the U.S., we might call that a vending machine. Tracy, CBS News, Beijing.
Very good.
That's pretty good. Although there's some refrigerators where people label everything, that means you really can't share if there's food in there.
Like the
one over here,
exactly.
in our studio.
Same idea.